Today I'm going to show you how to replace the battery in your Revero GT key fob. You'll want to start with an Energizer CR2032 battery. We recommend Energizer because they seem to last the longest and they are just the right thickness and create a better contact patch inside the key fob itself. Moving on to your key fob, you'll notice on the back toward the kind of smaller, more narrow portion of the key fob, there is a little divot here. This is where you'll open the key fob case. You can use a small screwdriver, some sort of a pry tool, or even just your fingernail just to get in there and pop that open. All right, and that just comes off like that. Once we're inside, first thing you'll notice is this shiny silver metal key blade. This is what you'll use to access the vehicle if the vehicle ever loses power to the electronic door locks. There is a hole inside the front passenger door on the outside of your Revero. You can open up your key fob case, take out your metal key blade. These little tabs will butterfly open like this, and you'll just place this inside that keyhole again on the front passenger door. Give it a hard quarter turn to the left counterclockwise, and that will pop the doors open. Okay. You'll notice when reinstalling the key blade into your key, you want to make sure to install it with this hole here. You'll see how it's kind of off center and it favors the left side of the key blade itself. This is the direction that you'll want to reinstall it into your key fob case, and you'll want to make sure that this hole is seated on this blue pin properly before you reinstall the back cover. All right, so if you are installing it this way with the hole favoring the right, it will not fit properly. So you want to make sure that the hole is favoring the left side of the key blade for proper fitment when putting it back inside the key fob case. So we'll set that aside for now. You'll notice the round black battery cover, and you'll also notice that these two tabs here on the cover, they slope kind of toward the bottom of the case, so they're not it's not just kind of flat. You can see that there's a little bit of a slope there, so you also want to make sure that when you're reinstalling it, that again, that's sloping downward toward the bottom of the key fob case as such. All right, to take this off, you just turn that counterclockwise a little bit and you'll feel it release. Then this comes off, and that exposes your key fob battery. That's your 2032 battery. All right. And then reinstall your new battery as such. You can make sure that you're installing the slopes kind of downward, and you'll want to just place this with the opening of this little channel pointing toward the lock icon, and then just kind of rotate it back toward the center so everything is nice and aligned. Then you can take your key blade, reinstall that. Again, you don't want to press too hard or try to force it down. Just kind of play with it until you find that groove where that blue pin sits right in that little hole. And when it does, the blue will actually kind of pop through that hole there, and it sits nice and flush inside the housing. Then just take your cover, your back cover, place it at an angle down inside the bottom of the case there, and then give it a firm push until it snaps into place, and you are all set. And that is how you replace the battery in your Revero GT key fob.